Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been hot in Japan. I mean, it's totally roasting. I've been working in 45-degree heat and it's been difficult, but I did manage to get some work done. So working on cars is never easy, but you add that extra heat to the mix and things can get a little bit difficult. I've had primer going off in my spray gun, and I've also had body filler going off before I can even put it on the car. So I've been busy working on Donkey and things are starting to move along now. You can see in the last video where we've done all that area inside, we put our special rocket paint there for the nose cone of a rocket. And also on the exterior, I have been doing some work at the back. You can see there the doors are primed and so is the rear hatch. And I've also made a start on this side too. So I don't really want to bore you guys with the amount of work that it takes to get Donkey into this kind of shape. It is a lot of work, and I've already done videos on the process of fixing a panel and body filler and priming. So this is just going to be a bit of an update video. So unfortunately for me, the panels on Donkey did take a little bit of time to sort out. Interesting enough, on this rear hatch, this window has been added. Somebody has actually added a window aperture, and unfortunately it was pretty wrinkle-dinkled around there, so I did have to do a bit of body working. As well as that, there was a couple of brackets on the inside that hold up this hatch, and for some reason on one side it was totally dented in, so I had to make some incisions and weld that back up. And also just down the bottom here, it had a dent, but it came outwards and I had to straighten that out as well. It's come out okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. For some reason, when it came to the front doors, the inside of the front doors were really badly dented. They were dented all on the inside, and I'm not sure if that was originally factory, where it's just bad pressings, or they were just smashed about on the inside, but it's quite weird to see so many dents on an inside of a door. So after doing the body work, and I was pretty happy with how straight something like the rear hatch came out, I then applied a couple of heavy coats of our high build primer. And areas down the side, well, I had to go in there with the wire brush on the grinder to remove as much of that old sealant as possible. And at the top here, if you remember, it had holes up there, and they were for number plates, believe it or not, and a number plate light. So after they were successfully deleted, I could then go ahead and start priming that area as well. So another issue I had was these areas at the bottom where the bumper irons are and these rear corners. They were totally smashed in, and I did have to use a bit of brute force and ignorance to kind of straighten those out. But the area, I think you'd call it a rear valance, just along there, has come out pretty straight now. So the trim that goes around the panel there, I wanted to do something with these corners. It looked a bit unfinished. Instead of just applying sealant, what I did is I just welded it up and applied a bit of body filler on there just to tidy it up a little bit. And I think that's kind of worked. I think once that's painted, it will look quite nice. So I've made a start on the front here, getting this area into bodywork, but unfortunately for me, I did run out of primer, so I didn't get this area finished. So the areas on this side of Donkey and also the rear didn't have as much rust as the near side of the car, which is very strange. But it meant that I didn't have to use the rust treatment as a base first. I could just go straight over there with the high build primer. So unfortunately for me, panels like doors, including this sliding door, do take a lot of prep work. As not only do I have to spray the outside of the door, I've also got to prep and prime the inside of the door too. So with the exterior panels primed inside and out, it's a good opportunity to actually hang them back on the car. And there's a couple of reasons for this. A lot of the bodywork that I've been doing, I'm doing off the car, and I've no idea if these panels are going to fit correctly. So this is kind of the last chance I'll have before these panels go into paint. If there's anything that I need to address at this point, I can just go ahead and do it and then reprime that area. So areas like this cover here, which is the cover for the fuel tank, I primed both sides of it. This is so I can put paint on both sides. I think a nice bit of shiny paint on the inside of this panel, although you don't see it, I think it will offer a bit of extra protection. So another issue I had, as I mentioned before, this back part here has been added at a later date, but unfortunately for me, this bar that runs across the top here isn't very straight. In fact, it's quite wonky, and this was causing lots of clearance issues at the top here. My trim that I welded onto the side cover was so close to the bottom of this panel here that I needed to find a bit more clearance. And to do that, I just made an incision in the panel and I just repositioned it to where I wanted it to be. And then I just welded it back into position, ground it back and applied some body filler. So another thing that is a massive problem in this heat and humidity is flash rusting, and it can appear overnight. And in this case, I think I had a sweaty handprint on this panel and it's been left for a couple of days. So if you're in that position, you need to get rid of all of that rust. I used a flat wheel on a grinder and then I just DA sanded it. And if you can't get rid of all the rust where it's hidden in the nooks and crannies, that's when I'd probably get out the rust treatment spray, and then I'd use that before I'd use some kind of special resin primer maybe. So as I mentioned, I ran out of primer and there was just a knock at the door there. There's a parcel that's just been delivered, so I am hoping that that contains more primer. So we've got a couple of cans of primer, which is great news because it means it's not going to hold me up. The roof, for example, that needs to be keyed up. It is finished in resin primer, but it does need a coat of high build over the top before the paint goes on. And not only that, the interior where we have used our special thermal paint will need a coating of primer over the top before the paint too. So I've also got some more silver paint, which is great news. It means I can start thinking about painting once I've finished off the priming stage. I do worry about getting paint mixed at 2 different times, as you don't know if it's going to be 100% matched. So what I tend to do is I either mix both paints up together, providing they're exactly the same manufacturer, or I'd use one can of paint for the interior and inside the panels and the other can to do the exterior. So there you go guys, that was your short but sweet Project Donkey update video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks as always for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!